Okay, let's try this one more time. So, hi, I'm Noah Rodriguez. I am doing the recording homework for assignment 12, if I'm not mistaken, on regression. Uh, would like to just say that one, my camera doesn't work. Two, JASP is not working on my computer, so I have to use version 14. So a lot of the information that I have to fill out I can't fill out. So apologizing for that in advance. And if you hear barking, that would be my roommate's dog. So getting all those disclaimers out of the way, let's just get right into it. Figured it would be a lot better from the last video to ex not explain my process, but just like show that I'm able to figure out what I'm specifically supposed to be doing. So give me one sec. Let me just share my screen real quick. So this is regression assignment 12 question one. I am using the same, man, that is really annoying. I wonder if there's a way I can hide this. Perfect. Okay. Um, this is the same what's it called? The same spreadsheet that we used last week. Of course I can't remember off the top of my head now. LMAP I2. Yeah, that sounds about right. And the same goes for all of the variables that we'll be looking at. Um, for question one, we should be looking at API 00 on year round, sum call year round times sum call. I'm gonna actually define those definitions, or not those definitions, but the variables real quick. So API 00 is the API score for the year 2000. Um, on year round, uh, it's actually just year round. I'm not sure why it says on. Um, Probably is a function that I should know about. But anyway, year round or YRRND is year-round school, zero being no and one being yes. If we go to that one specifically, you can see in this that they are highlighted as zero and ones. And actually, I wonder, of course it won't let me change it. Why would it? Let me figure this thing out again. Originally what I wanted to do was I wanted to change the variable names. But it doesn't look like it's going to let me do that for whatever reason. So that's awesome. Unless I can still click. Okay, I can still click on things. I don't know why it's not letting me do that. And also ignore that. Oh, okay. It's just pulling out the spreadsheet. Okay, we're never mind. We're good. Um, Darn it. I've seen him do it 1,000 times and it still just doesn't work. Nope. I definitely did not mean to do that. Okay, never mind. We'll figure that out later. But essentially, zero equals one, or zero equals no, one equals yes. Now what were the other variables? Some call, that stands for some college. It's the percent of parents whose highest education level is some college. And then asterisk, some call. Oh, year round times some college. Oh, okay. So those variables are going against each other, um, from my understanding. Uh, but that being said, if I just look at, wonder which one updated, example part two. Crap. Um, yeah, give me one sec. Everything's really disorganized for me at the moment, so I apologize for that. I know API 002 has to go in this one. And then let me see here. Looking at the example. All right, this is the example that I need to reference. Just, is there not a way to cover this entire thing? Okay, that'll be fine. Ah, darn it. Let's just do that. All right, hopefully that's working right. I noticed in the example that Dr. Wassilov did during our lecture that he changed the variable numeric expression or the column type for year round. So I'm going to do the same thing here and change it to nominal. And then from there, I'll apply it to variables, uh, year-round mobility, year-round, year-round mobility, year-round times mobility. Okay. Year-round, not adding mobility, I will be adding some column, which stands for some college. Okay. Afterwards, frequency tables. Oops, this is descriptive statistics. I did not need this right now. What I actually needed was I needed the regression, correlation, then I applied the variables here, here, and here. And then afterwards, Pearson's R, report significance, flag significant correlations. Um, Let me see, give me one sec. Um, I don't have a lot of it says in the example that we need to be using a flex plot, but unfortunately, I do not have that. I don't have it in descriptives. I don't have it in the regression correlation. And I've tried every single module that you can add, and I still cannot find it, unfortunately. So, like I said, I'm going to be very limited as to like how much I can actually explain with this, which kind of sucks, but I really don't know how to fix my computer. I've tried downloading it today and it didn't work again. Go figure. It's telling me uh, error 193.01 or something like that, or one, I don't know. It was saying some error code and it unfortunately was saying that I can't download it for whatever reason. So, uh, yeah, moving on. Afterwards, do exclude pair case wises. Okay, so everything matches up to the extent of the example that I have with him. Again, most of this information is just going to be very limited because of the lack of stuff that I can do with this, unfortunately. So what he also did was oh, perfect. I can change that order. Awesome. Um, what he did with descriptive statistics was he also moved this down to the split instead. So I'm going to be explaining all this information afterwards once I get all this information set, just because of my notes. But I'm just going over the entire process as to like what I'm following specifically to get everything rather than just like showing like, oh yeah, I put so and so variable into this section, uh, but not actually showing like, did I do it or not, if that makes sense. But afterwards, I showed box plots, box plot elements, use color palette. It just makes it easier to decipher um, your no's and your yeses. I really wish I could change the variable name to that. Oh, oh, perfect. I don't know why that wasn't working before, but that's a game changer, at least in my opinion. Um, probably was because I didn't change the column type, so I do apologize for that again. Uh, Let's look at my notes again. All right, 0 is no, and 1 is yes. So once I get all that situated, it should change. It did change no, but it didn't change yes. Okay. Probably because I didn't hit enter. That would help out a lot. Anyway, so change the box plots from no and yes, or from 0 and 1 to no and yes. And then I'll be changing the column, the not the column, I apologize. The X and Y axis. That's what I'll be changing at a later point. Correlation plots, distribution plots. Um, let's see, I don't have access to anything else, and I feel like a scatter plot. Let's just check it out again, just to see how it was. Because last time I tried using scatter plots, and I kind of lost like where everything was. Oh yeah, that kind of clears things up, but at the same time, you know what? This is interpretive. I'm gonna just based off of what I see, I'll give the interpretation towards the end of this. I want to at least have both of my examples set so that way I'll be able to follow along with my notes and then explain like what each um, graph is applying towards. But moving on. Afterwards, I went into statistics, only calculated the mean, standard deviation, and the minimum and the maximum range. Um, and then afterwards, what I did was I went into linear regression, or tried to follow, I should say. Afterwards, I went into linear regression and I put API 00 as the dependent variable because that's what it is. And then afterwards, I put the covariates as a year round. Can I do that? No, I cannot do that. Okay. Not year round, some college. I would really want to change that into um scale, but I'm also afraid of what that's going to do to the rest of my data. So I'm just going to leave that as it is. Um, let's move on, include transcripts, statistics, um, model fit, R squared. Definitely want to choose that. Descriptives, confidence intervals. I left that at 95%. And then statistics again, residuals. See, it's just recording all that information. Uh, Methods back left it as use p-value and then plots the plots were still I don't know how to describe this. They kind of give you they give you like specific information, but I'm just not entirely sure what that is specifically applying towards. I think that's just because I don't really understand like what the difference is between residuals and what is like dependent slash covariates, predicted and histogram. Um, residuals. Please, somebody has something on residuals. Probably won't. Again, I'm kind of deviating from what he was teaching us, only because, again, I can't really do much with this, unfortunately. Um, yeah, no, I remember he was going over lecture or not. Yeah, it was lecture 11, and he was telling us about regression and correlation and how you put in the variables as API 00 and enroll, and then Pearson's R, report significance, flag significant covariance correlations, I apologize, and then scatter plot. I do not have scatter plot. Wait, no, wrong one. Sorry. No, I do have scatter plots. Okay, I do have scatter plots, statistics, confidence intervals at 90. Um, overview. Pearson's are right here. Um, it's the correlation coefficient, so 0.475. The p-value is less than 0.001, which would indicate that it's actually no, I'm jumping again. I'm not going to do that because then I'm going to get lost in like my notes and then that's going to throw everything else off course. But I'll be going back to this in a minute, so I'm just going to move on. This is as much as I could really get to for this problem. And then once I finish solving, you know what? No, I'm just going to try and explain as much as I can through this already. So that way I can just stick to the screen, explain all of this information, and then move on to question two to the best of my ability. So as I was saying before, Pearson's are for year round. Year round, it gives again year round schooling. 0 equals no, 1 equals yes. We've already defined that. For my sake, I'm just going to add the note that year round. Let's also add this too. And then some column is the percentage of parents whose highest education level is some college. Um, what's that? I really don't like that. Okay. Year round, uh, for their Pearson's R is um, just making sure real quick. Some stuff. I'm going to be referencing lecture 10 and lecture 11 for this, so bear with me. It's kind of hard trying to keep track of this, I won't lie, because it's just like I I don't have much of these applications, so it's very limited as to like what I can like really explain to do. Um, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's are you know, I just saw it. Okay, after linear regression. Okay, Pearson's are again the correlation effect or correlation coefficient. So for year round, it's 0 or negative 0.475, and then for some college is 0.262. Both of them have a p-value of less than 0.001. In for some college, under year round, it's negative 0.189. Um, Scatter plot is a graphical representation used to visualize the relationship between two continuous variables. Each point on the scatter plot represents a pair of values. Um, oh, wait. Linear regression. Okay, so that's what I don't have. Okay, so I I was still right about the API and the some college stuff. That was still correct. What I don't have for statistics is I don't have the I don't have the tolerance or the VIF. And for display, I don't actually have that. I don't have display at all. It says for you to click on display and then model fit and descriptives. And then from there, you would click on plots. And then plots should have marginal effects plots and the confidence intervals, which again, I don't have. Um, Maybe if I click on partial plots, I wonder what that shows me. Okay, it's Well, I can't really guarantee what that is specifically since I don't really have that information besides the video. Residual remaining after the coin was gone. Okay. Oh boy. Let's see how I want to explain all this stuff. Um, independent. So going into the I really did not realize how much information I was missing out on. Okay, that's cool. Um, you know what? Let's just try and explain this as much as we can. I know I said that already, but anyway, we're gonna start at the top. I know through this information that because the p-value is less than 0.001, we still the is less than mm, based off of Cohen's D, this is what I'm basing all this off of. So based off of that, 0.001 indicates that it is a small effect size since Cohen's D is equal to approximately zero point 0.2. Um, yeah, let's just go with that. The correlation plot. So the amount of no's that went to school year round, or that didn't go to school year round, seemed to be a lot more consistent and higher, whereas those that said yes to year-round schooling scored didn't score as high and seemed to dip in scores as well because it's the line right here seems to be going down further than no's. Um, looking at this correlation plot as well under some college, it seems to be that the higher that the percentage number went, uh, the less likely that they were to score higher than uh, 600, because that's where the line starts. Um, Going into descriptives. Hang on, give me one sec. I want to change the word this is because this is going to throw me off too. Ah, okay, put this here. API. Okay. Going to descriptives. The amount of no's under API 00 is 308, while the amount of people that said yes is 92. Some college, on the other hand, was indicated as, oh, no, this is the same number. Okay, never mind. Um, looking at the regression equation. So API 00, I'm using the mean for this. Um, so under API 00, the amount of people that said no was 684.54 minus, probably should label this too, API 00. Um, this in parentheses. That is no. 684.54 minus Uh, this is the standard deviation of 132.11. I do that calculation real quick. It's probably going to tell me what it is. I'm just 684.54 minus 132.11. Screwed that up. Let's try that again. Um, just yeah, this 132.11. Oh, okay, it's different. Perfect. 552.43. Now under some college. Some underscore college. So two. This is also still no. I should probably. Man, 24.03 minus 98.92. That'll equal entered 524.03 minus 98.92, 425.11. So it seems that the let me actually do this part two real quick. I'd rather just get this portion out of the way. This is, whoops, 20.89 minus 11.76. And this one is 15.80 minus 8.7. Yeah, let's just look at that. 20.89 minus 11.76, that's 9.13. And then 15.80 minus 8.70 equals 7.1. Um, Regression equation. Indicates so given that no, um, first for these two, this would indicate that the school is either year-round or it's not year-round. This refers to the API school, some school each. Um, this one indicates that 552 of the Excel spreadsheet or the survey were not year-round schools, while this one indicates that this or 425.11 schools were year-round schools. Um, Meanwhile, this is the amount of some college. Um, why is this indicated as no? Wait, hang on. I'm losing track of my variables again. Oh, year-round. Year-round, some college, no, or yes, some college. So that's just like, no, I don't have any college, or yes, I have some college. That's the name of the variable, right? Was ice? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm right. So the amount of parents or some, the percentage of parents whose highest education level is some college, um, for those that did not do year-round school is 9.13%. And then for the percentage of parents that had some college experience and indicated yes, it was year-round is 7.1. Yes, I got it. Okay, moving on. Um, these are not percentages. These are amounts because this is the amount of, is it the survey amount? I'm just going to assume that it is the survey amount because this is up to my interpretation, and I don't think my interpretation is going to be good anyway. So moving on. Um, API counts some college. No. Yes. I'm just going to skip that. Um, Correlation plots. This indicates the amount of people that scored high, or the scores in general, the average scores in general of all the people that participated in the survey. And it looks like the highest range for this API 00, some college, and indicated that, or no, no, sorry, this is no. No is API 00. The highest score seemed to be around 700. Meanwhile, the range, the average range of this would be 600 feet 50 in terms of the score for the percentage of parents that did not attend some college. You can see that there's an equal distribution of, or what seemingly looks like an equal distribution of the amount of people that did not attend some college, or people that attended, a percentage of parents that did attend some college, but it wasn't year round. Um, if you look at this, there doesn't seem to be high indication of the percentage of parents that did have some college and was year round, didn't score as high. Meanwhile, the density is just the application of like API 00 in some college. Afterwards, now moving on to yes, API 00. It seems to be that the scoring was a lot lower for those that attended some college year round. Same thing with the amount of percentage of the percentage of the people that did attend some college year round. There doesn't seem to be as many plots compared to no. So you can assume that no is the majority of people that filled out the survey that did not go to college or have some college year round. Um, but it does seem that those that attended some college year round, their scores seem to be a lot lower than those that scored some college but not year round. API 00, scatter plots. Looking at this, moving on to linear regression. Um, Partial regression. I wouldn't say this matches up with the rest of it, but um, no, honestly, that's as much as I got. Uh, okay, moving on to the next one, because yeah, we're just gonna share again, next screen. And now we're going to move on to not that one. Question two. This is a similar concept. API on year-round meals, L, not HSG, HSG, some college, college grad, grad school, grad scholar, full Emmer, enroll. Oh boy, that is a lot of variables. Okay, I'm actually just gonna find where it has all the variables and I'm gonna put them in here. Does that just help out so much? But first, I need to pull out my example, which I believe is this one. So first, I'm just gonna go over quickly like how I was able to, or what I filled out specifically. This is not the right one. Um, Date? Still not the right one. Awesome. Okay, there we go. All right, so I added all those variables, or I'm going to add all those variables. All right, so API 00 on year round. Um, they all went into variables. Okay, never mind. Meals L. Okay, no, this is gonna take way too long. Okay, some college, college grad, grad school, um, full emer enroll at these all. Man, that's a lot of variables. Really wish I could have a flex plot to explain or help me explain all of this. That'd be so nice. Um, okay, after that, Pearson's R still left it at that. Report the significance, flag significant correlations. The confidence intervals, 95% correlated, scatter plots. Did not anything else beyond that. It's loading, I hope. Really hope that's a loading bar. If not, then maybe it'll load after this. It is a lot of variables, so I don't blame it for going slow. And this is a really outdated version of JASP, so I really do not blame it for going slow. So let's hope it. Oh, yep, there we go. Oh, man. Maybe I can take out a lot of that. I really hope I can take out a lot of that. Assumption checks left it. Options did not do anything to that either. While we wait for that to load, I'm just gonna, oh, yeah, no, don't want to do that. Okay, perfect. Even saving the time of doing that. I'm not going to be able to explain all this. So again, I'm just going to show the entire process that I tried to follow and try and explain stuff to the best of my ability. Moving on. Afterwards, clicked on descriptives and it was adding all those variables again. So API 99. I don't know why I added API 99. API 99 with meals. Wait, hang on. I wonder, would it make sense to do, because this is nominal. No, I don't think that's actually going to work because these aren't like labeled numbers. Never mind. I was going to try and change the column type, but I don't think that actually I might be able to. I don't know if it's going to work 100%, but I might as well just try it and see. Okay, meals, ordinal, L, ordinal, not HSG, and I will also make sure to put the labels for these once I finish. But right now, I'm just going to try and focus on is that either. Wonder how long I've been explaining stuff for. I really hope I'm not wasting his time because now I feel bad because it's like I'm not doing the home or I mean I'm trying to do the homework, but it's like I'm not doing it correctly and it's not like I can do anything about it because I just don't have it. I'm really talking to myself. That's kind of weird. Um, I'm if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to look for the document that had um the assignment. And it's not, oh, there it is. Okay. I wasn't crazy. API on year round. That's staying as nominal. I'm not changing that. Um, but anyway, meals, L, not HSG, HSG, some college, college grad school, full, and then Emmer and enroll. So we're gonna get to see how that affects all my numbers. Going on to API statistics, we'll just add that as a variable and then anything that is a lot more than I remember. Oh wait, no, no, no. Those are from a previous thing. I don't have to worry about those yet. Yet. All right. These are going to be moved into. Oh no. Okay. Well, I tried. I tried doing something. It didn't work. It is what it is. Am I seeing anything else? No. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Uh, crap. I have to select all those words again too. Um, here. Split is just going to be year round. It's very concerning that this hasn't shown anything yet, even if it's slow. I would have figured it had shown something by now, but the fact that it hasn't scares me a lot. So I really hope I didn't break this. That's really concerning. Okay, perfect. I didn't think I did anything to it besides, screwing all this up. Um, is it too much? Airpods, statistics. leave all that. Oh, it did break it. That would not surprise me one bit if I did. Okay, let's try all that again. Okay, well, it's not showing anything. Um, that's awesome. Great. I don't think I broke it. I really hope I didn't. Um, I'm just gonna, you know what? No, I need record for this. I'd rather have record for this because I have a funny feeling that my JASP is not going to be working after this. No, don't save. It just stopped sharing, so that's fine. I wanted it to do that anyway. So I'm opening up what I was working on. Oh, that's not good. I don't see it. Well, it's not like it would have made a difference anyway, so that's fine. If it deleted, then I can just redo it, but it looks like it still works. Ow. Okay, I fixed it. Let me go back to sharing my screen real quick. There we go. Close you out. All right, correlation. Do not want it to do that. Okay, scatter plots. Now we're gonna go into regression, correlation. I wonder if there was more. I didn't get a chance to look at the video because I've just been busy dealing with other classes, but regression updated. I wonder if he did end up going into the there's two. One, two, do not need that one. Or do I? No, I don't think I need this one. This one has nothing anyway, so it's fine. Same thing with this one. Just add all of these. Then you have your descriptors, scatter plots, basic plots, pie charts. I didn't even see it could have pie charts. Box plots. Did not do that for that either. Okay. I'm changing the labels for this one too. So now um, can't use my tab. Yes. I think I'll just try and explain everything from the eye chart. I wonder if I can actually do that. That would be pretty cool if I could, but it doesn't look like I'm actually going to be able to. So that's fine. It's giving me everything and it's not showing anything anymore. So I think I just have too much data showing up. I feel like that's the issue. Man, I didn't think I had that much data showing. I mean, it is a lot, but still, like, because I remember doing that. Did I just delete that? Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so I guess I just have to be prepared to do that. I'm gonna try one more time, and if it crashes on me again, then you know what? I'll just take the L. That one. This one, open Q2. Nothing. It's really, really annoying. It's going to be loading, so I'm going to be explaining as quick as I can before all of this crashes. Uh, right, okay. R2. It doesn't show R2. Am I looking at the right one? Yeah, that's 11. General covariates. Oh, wait, maybe I was supposed to put this one. Not here, but here. Flag, confidence interval. Leave it like that. Hmm, that's weird. It's still not showing me R squared, and I don't know why. I know it was showing me R squared before because I remember looking at it. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go to the best of my ability what Pearson's is. If I can just find it real quick. This I'm probably not gonna need anymore. Not gonna be able to explain anything. Linearity, plot residuals versus values, normality, use a QQ plot of residuals. And this is totally gonna break my computer. R squared tells us the proportion of variance in Y explained by the predictors. A higher R squared indicates a better fit. Again, really? Hmm. Correlation coefficient. Um, Visual between two. Oh, finally found it. Okay, conventional. Wait, no, I did not, because I'm still trying to figure out what Pearson's R is. Man, R squared is the percentage of the variation explained by the No, why am I still talking about R squared? Okay. Let's just try and use descriptors one more time because I'm not going to be able to. No, I'd have to be crazy in order to try and explain all that. So let's see if we can do just script this one more time and see if it crash or it doesn't crash. I don't want it to crash. I'm trying to actually, to the best of my ability and to the best of my computer's capabilities, explain all this. Right. Well, so far it's not breaking, so well, okay. Well, based off of the box plots that I'm looking at, because I'm afraid to click on scatter plots, uh, you know what? Can I maybe if I just do explaining this, maybe this will be a lot better. Oh man, this is so not better. No, thank you. That scares me. Nope, we're going back to box plots. Box plots make me slightly more happy. All right. Before I do any of that, I also need to put down all of the variables because I forgot to do that. Um, Not that one. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna hide that. Just give us a little bit more room. I'm gonna try and keep everything here. And then this here. Yes. Up to here and here. Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick description of all variables, explain what I think they mean in the box plots, and call it good because I don't necessarily know what to do at this point in terms of explaining. Okay, API 00 is the API score for the year 2000. The meals is the percentage of students receiving free meals. L is the number of students who are English language learners. Year round is year round school. 0 equals no, 1 equals yes. Already fixed that. Not HSG is the percent of parents who did not complete high school. HSG is the percent of parents whose highest education level is a high school graduate. Some college, percentage of parents whose highest education level is some college. College grad, percentage of parents whose highest education level is college grad. And then grad school, or grads is percent of parents whose highest education level is graduate school study. So looking at the descriptive statistics, or no, sorry. Well, it is under descriptive statistics, but I want to look under box plots because box plots are slightly more appealing and slightly less difficult to understand. The average seems to be between numbers 400 and 900, and it seems to me that the total number of people or the total score averages between a range of about 750 and 550, I would want to assume, and the overall average is 650. So this is the maximum, this is the minimum. Going on to meals, 0 through 100, it looks like the average seems to be, this is a black line right there, by the way. I just want to clarify that real quick. Seems to be about 70, with the highest being at 90 approximately, and the lowest being at 30 approximately. Gonna close that real quick just to make things a lot easier. Year round, we're gonna move on to that. Um, Not high school graduate. Seems to be a low amount of people between the range of 0 and 100. And what I'm assuming with this is that it's a percentage. Um, I should have gone back to do all this. I should have just done all the prep beforehand. 0 to 100. Um, the highest being, or the highest seems to be about 80, and the lowest. No, that is incorrect. I apologize. The highest number seems to be about 30. The lowest seems to be about 5%, 10% maybe. And then the average seems to be 15%. For high school graduate, the maximum number seems to be about 60, with the highest number being 35 average, or 35 approximately, lowest being about 20, and the average being 30. Some college, between a range of 0 and 50. Yeah. Um, is it percentage or is it like the amount of people? I feel like it's the amount of people actually, not the percentage. Because I mean, some of them have like 0 to 70 for some college, for example, but then others like college grad is like 0 to 100. So what I think it is that it's an actual number, which also could make sense too. I would say it makes sense. Anyway, getting off track here. The highest number in the average seems to be about 30. The lowest seems to be about 10, and then the average number overall seems to be about 20. College grad, highest number seems to be 30, lowest seems to be about 10, and then the average seems to be about 20 people. Every 20 people, in year round. Yeah, graduate school. Highest seems to be about 10. The lowest seems to be about that's like a generous 1%. And then the average seems to be about 5%. Full-time or full, sorry, full. Percent of parents or percent of teachers with a full teaching credential. Did I miss that? Darn it, I missed it. Let me fix that real quick. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, going back down here to full. Seems to be amount. The highest number seems to be about 95, and the lowest seems to be about 75. The average seems to be about 90. Emmer, the percent of teachers with an emergency teaching credential, seems to be the highest at 20, the lowest at like 5%, and then the average at 10. I really hope I'm not saying percent for some of these because I'm just mixing up the numbers overall. And then these are definitely numbers. There's no way there's not. These aren't numbers at this point. Enroll is the number of students enrolled in the school. So the highest seems to be about, I'm going to say 650. The lowest seems to be about th 350. The average is about 450. Yeah, that did not make any sense whatsoever. So I really apologize for that very poor attempt. Um, but yeah, no, I'm calling it quits at this point. And oh man, was my screen not sharing? I really hope my screen was sharing. It probably wasn't. It definitely was not. I've just been talking to a black screen. Okay, yeah, no, I was basically talking about the descriptive statistics and my interpretations of the box plots because every single time that I tried to hit on scatter plots as well, uh, my screen require or not the screen, but like the loading, like of all the information would just like crash. And I don't blame it because this is a lot of information too. Um, but yeah, no, I was just giving descriptions of what I thought all the numbers for box plots were. Uh, and first I thought the side numbers on the y-axis were, or I guess this isn't a y-axis. what I thought these numbers right here were percentages. And then I realized, oh wait, no, these are actual numbers. They can't be percentages because there's no way there's going to be like 800%. Anyway, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, no. These are definitely not percentages. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. 1500%. Oh yeah, that totally makes sense. But yeah, those were the box plots. I was giving my interpretations for them. My scatter plots terrify me. Um, yeah, this is very, very scary. Uh, yeah, no, I'm just gonna end it right there. I have already accepted my fate when it comes to JASP at this point, and I can only pray that I don't have to use this for much longer. I'm just gonna have to do a lot of corrections for a lot of my previous assignments. Hopefully he'll accept, but yeah, that's about everything. So cool.